AITA for blowing up my 50th birthday party after catching my wife in the act. Throwaway account because this is a nightmare and I don't want it linked to my real life. I'm 50M turning the big 5 to 0 today, and my wife 45F threw me this surprise party at our house. We've been married for 22 years, have 2 kids 18F and 20M, in college, and I thought our life was solid. I run a mid-sized construction firm with my business partner, Dave 52M, who's been my best friend since college. My dad 72M is semi-retired but still consults for us occasionally. He co-founded the company back in the day and handed it over to me about 10 years ago. The party was supposed to be low-key, family, close friends, some colleagues, maybe 40 people total. I came home from work, which was a ruse to get me out of the house, and everyone yelled, "Surprise!" It was great at first, cake, toasts, the works. My wife was all smiles, hugging me, saying how much she loved me. Dad gave a speech about how proud he was. Dave cracked jokes about us getting old. Felt like a Hallmark moment. About an hour in, I needed to grab something from my home office upstairs. As I headed up, I heard giggling from the guest bedroom. The door was cracked open, and I peeked in thinking maybe the kids were home early and messing around. What I saw, God, I can barely type this without shaking. My wife was in there with my dad and Dave. All 3 of them, half-dressed, on the bed. It wasn't just flirting or something innocent, they were in the middle of, entangled. My dad, my own father, and my best friend business partner, both with my wife. At my birthday party, in my house, I froze for a second, then burst in yelling. They scrambled like roaches when the light comes on. My wife screamed, Dave swore, Dad just looked pale as a ghost. I lost it, started shouting about betrayal, how could they, all that. People downstairs heard the commotion and came running up. My sister 48F was the first one in and saw enough to piece it together. Chaos ensued. Party over, guests leaving awkwardly, whispering. My wife tried to pull me aside, saying, "It's not what it looks like, but come on." Turns out this has been going on for at least a year. They admitted it in the heat of the moment, some twisted arrangement, where they all meet up occasionally. Dad claims it started as a way to blow off steam. After a big project, Dave says he was lonely after his divorce, and my wife, she says our marriage has been stale, and this spiced things up. Spiced things up with my father and my partner. I'm disgusted, heartbroken, furious. I kicked them all out. Dad's staying at a hotel, Dave crashed at his place, wife's at her sister's. I'm alone in this big house, staring at the leftover cake with, "Happy 50th." On it. Kids are flying home tomorrow. I have no idea how to tell them. Am I the asshole for ruining the party? Should I have handled it quietly? I feel like my whole world imploded in one night. TLDR, caught wife cheating with my dad and business partner at my 50th b-day party. Blew up, party ruined. AITA, update 1. 2 days later, kids know, and it's worse than I thought. Hey everyone, thanks for the messages of support and the ones calling me an idiot for not seeing it sooner, fair enough. It's been 48 hours, and I'm a wreck. Haven't slept more than a few hours, living on coffee and rage. Kids arrived yesterday. I sat them down and told them the basics. Mom cheated, party went south, we're separating. Didn't go into details about who with, that's a therapy-level conversation. Daughter burst into tears, son got angry and punched a wall, we'll fix that later. They both confronted my wife over the phone. She tried to spin it as adults making mistakes, but they weren't having it. Son especially, he idolized Grandpa and Uncle Dave, that's what he calls him. Now he's saying he never wants to see them again. Spoke to a lawyer this morning. Divorce is happening, no question. We've got assets tied up, house, savings, the business. Oh, the business. Dave and I own it 50-50, with Dad still holding a small stake for consulting fees. Lawyer says dissolving the partnership will be messy, but I can't work with that backstabber. Dad's called a dozen times apologizing, saying it was meaningless, and he loves me. Meaningless. He's my father. How do you do that to your son? Wife showed up last night begging to talk. She admitted more. It started at a company retreat last year. Dad made a pass WTF. Dave joined in later. They kept it secret, meeting at hotels or when I was out of town. She swears she still loves me and wants to fix us. I told her to get out before I say something I regret. Kids are staying with me for now. We're ordering pizza and watching old movies tonight. trying to pretend things are normal. But nothing is. How do you rebuild from this? Any advice on handling the business side without nuking my career? Update 2. 1 week out, business fallout and family implosion. It's been a hellish week. Thanks again for the DMs, some of you have been through similar crap and your stories help. Business first. Met with Dave and our lawyers. He looked like shit, all apologetic, offering to buy me out. But get this, turns out he's been skimming funds for these meetups. Hotel receipts, gifts for my wife, even some company credit card charges. Not huge amounts, but enough to piss me off more. Dad knew and covered for him. I'm suing for embezzlement and pushing to oust both from the company. Employees are whispering, morale's tanked. I've got a temp manager handling day-to-day while I sort this. Family-wise, kids confronted Grandpa and Dave via group call. It was ugly. Dad cried, said he's ashamed and it was a midlife crisis at 72. Dave tried to joke it off at first, then got defensive. Son hung up mid-sentence. Daughter's been researching therapy options for us all, she's a rock. Wife filed for divorce too, but wants half of everything, including my share of the business. Claims she supported me emotionally, Her sister's on her side, calling me unforgiving. Unforgiving, she slept with my dad. On a personal note, started seeing a therapist. Unpacked a lot, turns out I've been ignoring red flags for years. Wife pulling away, Dad and Dave's golf trips that never added up. Hindsight's 2020. I'm hitting the gym, reconnecting with old friends who aren't traders. Kids and I are planning a road trip next month to clear our heads. Still hurts like hell, but I'm starting to see a path forward. Maybe sell the house, start fresh. Anyone been through a business betrayal like this? Tips. Update 3. 3 months later, new beginnings and closure. Hard to believe it's been 3 months. Feels like yesterday and forever ago. Final update. I think, time to move on. Divorce is finalized. Wife got some assets but not the business share. Judge sided with me after seeing the embezzlement evidence. She's moved in with her sister, dating someone new already, not my problem. Kids talk to her sparingly, they're healing at their own pace. Business. Bought out Dave at a discount after the lawsuit threat. Dad's stake is gone, he's retired for real now, living in Florida. We haven't spoken since the call, maybe someday, but not yet. Company's rebounding, hired a new partner who's solid. Profits are up, ironically, focused as wonders. Me, dating a bit, nothing serious. Therapist helped me process the betrayal, turns out it wasn't about me, but their selfishness. Kids are back at school but visit often. We did that road trip, laughed more than we have in years. Lesson learned, trust but verify. And never ignore your gut. Thanks, Reddit, you got me through the dark days. If you're in a similar spot, hang in there. It gets better. TLDR, wife's affair with dad and partner destroyed everything, but I'm rebuilding stronger.